Welcome back to the next lab. Today we're going to look at removing local untracked files from your current branch. So in some cases, when you're working on projects where you're compiling things or there's editing documents or things of that sort, sometimes you get metadata files, or sometimes you create files that you just don't intend to keep around. So sometimes these get created and they're called untracked files in GiT. So I currently have my folder open here, and I'm going to use a command called touch, which allows you to create a file just by typing the file name. So I'm going to create a couple files, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, to simulate what would happen when you edit files locally. So a lot of times these will get created whenever you're doing projects. So after creating those files, I'm going to type git status. And so you can see I have these untracked files that I don't want in my project. I don't want to accidentally include these in my commit to when I send them to the repository or send them up to GitHub. So what I'm going to do is, in order to clean these out automatically, Git has a really nice function called clean. And so clean is really useful for eliminating these tracked files, but you have to be aware. There's no going back. So if you use the clean tool to nuke these files and clear them off your file system, you can't get them back. So that's an important thing to remember, is like, don't use this command if you have anything that you want to keep, because it will get rid of it if it's not checked in. So in order, if you were doing this on a real project, you would most likely call git clean. And there's an n command, git clean -n, which basically says, hey, show me what you would clean up if you were to do a cleanup. So I typed git clean -n, and you can see my 4 files here. File 1, file 2, file 3, and file 4 would be eliminated. So that looks good. That looks like what I want to have happen. So I'll run git clean -f. So this is the -f flag means force it. So force it to be cleaned and nuke everything. So we do that, and those files are removed. So if you, some other options are, in case you want to tell it to do some specific types of cleaning, if you want it to also remove directories, you can type in nd, D for directory. If you want to remove ignored files as well, so files that you tell it to don't ignore or don't use or ignore, you can also use the X command. And so that is also useful. And that's how you clean up unwanted files in your repository.